Good afternoon, good evening, good day to each and every one of you. This is Pastor Lysandra Brooks, aka your girl Lala, the Queen of Conquering. Here this morning, we are building together with the LG Effect Ministries, virtual ministry, transformative ministry online, just coming talking to us on this morning. We're breaking away from Zerubbabel, but we may mention him in our talk on this morning. Just coming before you, just wanting to encourage. Come on, like, tag, share, let somebody know that Pastor Lala is on around the nation. Come on. She is on. So I need you to get on. I need you to plug in. I need you to listen to because we're coming out and we're stepping up. No more staying in the past. We are being released from the past. We are just encouraging and inspiring this morning, and hopefully get you up out of that place of Lodabar, get you out of your place of isolation, get you out of your place of embarrassment and discomfort. Yes, we've gone through things, we've lived through some things in this life, and some of us are really embarrassed to tell our stories. Can we be just honest and transparent? Some of us are simply just embarrassed to tell our story. We thinking that we may not be received, that people are going to look at us strange, that people are not going to believe our story, our narrative, what has gone on in our lives, what has taken place in our lives. But there are some people that are just waiting on you. There's some people that is waiting on you to come forth, to come forward, to move forward, to break out, to break through, to advance. There's people that need to hear your story. They need to hear what you have to say. They need to know that you are still alive, that you are still relevant, and that you and your experiences are real. You own your experiences. We never want to not own our experiences, try to reject or decline who we um were, or the things that we have gone through, that we have been through, that we have experienced it. I tell people I'm one of the most transparent people that you will ever meet. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'll try to be nice about it and put it in a way that we won't part ways. But at the end of the day, we all have our own individual feelings. So I just want to encourage you, no matter what your experience has been, and we're going to, yeah, here we go with Zerubbabel. As they came out of exile, everything was in ruins. It was the temple had been torn down. Their life was not as they knew it before. Things had changed drastically. They were in an environment where they were somewhat oppressed. They was oppressed. They was depressed. They was going through. It was a struggle. It was real. They've just come out of years of exile, many years of exile, to come back to a place, and you're wondering how you gonna pick up the pieces. Here we go. Thank you, Lord. You're wondering how you're gonna pick up the pieces. You've hit a destruction. You've had destruction in your life. Storms have hit your life. Situations have hit your life, and it seems like you don't know how you're gonna shake back. It seems you've lost everything. That you've lost your self-respect. You've lost your dignity. You don't have your pride. You've lost that. You've lost who you are. Some of us have been lost in toxic relationships, and we feel like we don't know, we can't go, we can't do, we can't succeed, we can't overcome. Why? Because we've lost ourselves back there somewhere. But I want to encourage you to come out of all of that stuff that is trying to hold you hostage. I want you to come out of everything, leave all of that stuff behind. Leave all the depression, leave all of the bad relationships, all of the bad business deals, all of the failed marriages, all of the failed businesses, all of the failed friendships, all of the money that you've lost. You drained your bank account. You've been financially bankrupt. You've been spiritually bankrupt. You've been emotionally bankrupt. Leave all of that stuff that has caused you trauma, that has caused you hurt, that has caused you pain. And I'm saying you, but I'm talking to me too. All of that has hurt you, all of that has delayed you, all of that has caused you to drop tears many nights. You have a jar. Some of us have jars, some of us have buckets, some of us have tubs of tears. If we can really just pour it in and show you, we would like, oh my God, you got a whole lake. because we have cried, we have been through, but guess what? You have made it. If you are listening to the sound of my voice, you have made it. If you woke up this morning, you have made it. Yes, you may not have everything that you want. Everything may not be peaches and cream. Everything may not be 100. Everything may not still be on ready, set, go. But I need for you to readjust this morning. I need for you to realize, look yourself in the mirror and realize, girl, bro, you are still here. You are still standing. Yeah, you may not be looking like you want to look. You might not be smelling like you want to smell. You may not be living like you want to live. You may not be working. You may not be thriving. You're just simply trying to survive. You're trying to maneuver. You're trying to navigate through life. I encourage you, don't fold in. Don't let the past rob you of your present. Don't let the past steal your present, and please don't let it steal your future. Your future is bright. You got to see it like you have never seen it before. I want you to move out of your hopeless situation because there is hope. There is hope for you. There is hope for me. There is hope for your situation. As long as there is breath in your wonderful body, as long as you are breathing, long as you are exhaling and you are inhaling, there is opportunity to make a difference. There is opportunity to make it right, to get it right, to do whatever you need to do, to accomplish whatever you need to accomplish. Yes, we look at some things that did not take place in the time frame that we expected it to, that we wanted to, some things that did not come into fruition, we did not handle, it did not come forth, we are not living in it, we're not driving. We've had these grand expectations of what our life was supposed to be and how it was supposed to be and how we were supposed to be living and how this and how that. When we reach 20, when we reach 30, when we reach 40, when we 50, 60, 70, 80, whatever age you might be, you may have pictured yourself, when I reach 50, I should have accomplished this, that, and that, and this, and those, and I should have had it all by the time I reached 50. But guess what? If you did not have it, does that stop who you are? Does that keep you from moving forward? Does it keep you from advancing? Does it keep you from trying? Okay, it didn't happen when I was 40. It didn't happen when I was 50. It didn't happen when I was 60, but I'm still breathing. I still have opportunity. Do not, Zerubbabel, despise small things, small accomplishments, small starts, small beginnings. You may not have that huge camera that you want. You may not have that millimeter, that camera that you want. You may not have all of the equipment that you want, but start somewhere. You may not have a large studio. You may not be on television right now. You may not be in a television situation. You may not even feel like you can make a complete sentence. You're afraid to talk to people. You're afraid to stand up. You're afraid to open your mouth. Start somewhere. You may not be in the studio right now. You may be in your closet. You might be using your telephone. You might be using your laptop. You might have all of this high price, expensive equipment, sound equipment, and devices that make you look grand. You may not have that team that's in the background making you look good. You may not have a promotional team. You may not have a representative for you. You may not have a spokesperson for you. You may not have a thriving business right now. You may not be out in the forefront like you want, but you may be in the background. Work the heck out of the background until you can move forward. Because there is a time that you're going to be where you need to be, but you can't give up. You cannot look at what other people are doing, not with resentment, If you're looking for, you can look onto people. Let me say it this way: you can look to see what people are doing that's going to encourage you to keep going, that's going to encourage you to come out and step up. They need what you have. They don't need what I have. You have your own set of people that are looking to you. They need what you have. They don't need what I have. Somebody may need what I have and they don't need what you have. We all have different things that we offer. We have different things that we present and how we present it. Some people may receive better from someone than they will from me. Then somebody, they may receive from somebody that is of higher intellect and use all elegant, fancy, big words that you got to get the encyclopedia to figure out what it means. If that's your caliber of person and that's where you are, then so be it. But if you want somebody that's going to be simple, that's going to bring it down, that's going to bring it to you, and that's going to serve you on a platter where you can just go ahead and start eating. You don't have to have your plate sitting on the table and your food getting cold, because now you got to go research and see what's on your plate. Be encouraged today. Yes, you may have failed miserably. You may have been the worst person in the world. You ever look at people and be like, God, I remember when he or she was this. Oh my God, I remember they was the worst. They had the nastiest attitude. They were so mean. They were so ornery. They were so hateful. They were so violent. They was terrible. They was outlaws. Oh my God, look at them now. I can't believe, is that the same person? Yes, it is. Because they made the decision, they chose not to allow what people had put on them, their stigma, their reputation, or even the life that they live. They made the decision to change. They made this decision to come out. We never know why people even are in certain situations that they're in. Life has dealt them something different than us. We may have been served the same thing, but we chose to use it differently. Someone's past may cause them to be acting a certain way. Someone's hurt and someone's pain may be causing them to act a certain way. So that's why we should not be quick to judge, and we should not be quick to put our mouths on people. Child, all they do is lie. Child, all they do is run the streets. All they do is drink all day long. All they do is do drugs. All they do is steal. All they do is lie. All they do is cheat. They don't never get it right. They this, they that. Why? Have you had a conversation with this person to maybe try to figure out maybe what is going on with them mentally, emotionally, or what is causing them to do the things that they're doing? What has led to them being the way that they are? And to try to get some understanding and to speak into their lives now that you understand, that will maybe offer them another solution. Be the solution to the problem and not the gasoline that's going to ignite, that's going to stir, that's going to make the flames bigger than what they are. Because that's what we're doing, perpetually making the situation and the thing worse, because we're spreading lies, we're spreading gossip, or even if it's truth, it doesn't always need to be told. And be mindful of who you tell stuff to. And putting your mouth on people. Because you don't know their situation. You don't know what they're facing. You don't know what they had to come out of. They could have battled just to come stick their head up out of a barrel, out of the ground. They are struggling with everything within them to put on clothes to come out of the house. And then you want to talk about what they have on. And they have far deeper issues than on the outside and what you're looking at and what you're able to see. You don't know what they're internalizing. You don't know what they're facing. You don't know if they're about to be evicted. You don't know if their cars are about to be repossessed. You don't know if their mortgage is behind and they're about to foreclose on their house. You don't know if they just lost their job. You don't know if they've just come out of a divorce. Their wife, their husband just left them. You don't know all of the intricate things that go on in people's lives. But yet we still have so much to say, and I'm guilty. We have so much to say, but I want to encourage you. Don't let your past hold you hostage. Don't let your past rape you. Don't let your past molest you. Don't let your past keep you bound and restricted. Come out and step up into who God has called you to be. Your authentic, wonderful, blessed, anointed, lovable, kind self. Your giving self, whoever you are, whoever God created you, your character is someone is waiting on you. They're not waiting on what the world created, not created, but the world made. They're waiting on who God created. Because the world can make us vicious. The world can turn us to where we think we are wild animals when we deal with some people. But God didn't create us like that. He didn't create us like that. The hardness and the cruelty and the meanness of this world has shaped us. Not, I keep saying created, has formed us. But God created us in his image and likeness. He created us. So I want to encourage you today. Don't beat yourself up over the head. Don't continue to say, I did, I was, I can't, I couldn't, I shouldn't have. Don't look back. Leave all that stuff in the past behind you. Take whatever you need that's going to make you better, that's going to make you show up, that's going to push you to go farther, that's going to encourage you to go higher, encourage you to build. We're in the building season. We're building together. I am your reconstruction strategist. 225-498-1203. If you need me to help you pick up the pieces, if you need me to help you recognize the tools that you need to put your life back together so you can be there for somebody else. Some of us have children and we're having a psychological issues, emotional, overwhelming issues that we can't even attend to our children like we need to. Let me be that person to put the pieces to let you know this is a hammer, this is a screw, and it's the screwdriver that's going to screw this in. These are the tools that you need. You don't need to have you need a ruler right now. Once you have your outline, once you have your guideline, once you have your mapped out, once you have your blueprint, then we need to go to the next step. I can walk you through those steps to get you to where you need to be, that your house is erected and it's better than it was before, that you are on a higher level, that your house is built on a firm, a solid foundation. I don't care what they told you in second grade. I don't care what they told you. They may have told you was ADHD. They may have told you that you were slow. They may have told you that you would never amount to anything. They may have told you that you were or a this or you were a that. But who did God say you were? Who did he create you to be? That's what you need to focus on. God said, I'm fearfully and I'm wonderfully made. God said, I'm made in his image and his likeness. God said that I can have dominion, I can subdue, I can conquer. God said in his word, beloved, you can do all things through me. He said, I wish that you would prosper and be in health even as thy soul prospereth. Know that you are the head and you're not the tail, that you will never be below, that you will always be above and never be beneath. That you're more than a conqueror. You're hupanikio. You're not KO. You're victorious. You're blessed and highly favored. Make your declarations, your decrees, your affirmations. Speak positive words over your life and see yourself coming out, breaking through, and building. You can't build if you're stagnant. You can't build if there's no momentum, if you're not moving, there's no motion, you're sitting still. And you're just drowning in misery. You're drowning in the past because you can't seem to get your mind out of the past. You can't go back there and change nothing. You cannot live your life today. You cannot build for your future. You cannot prepare for your future because you're busy looking in the rearview mirror. You're continuing to look behind you. And sooner or later, guess what? You're going to crash. Sooner or later, you're going to run in a ditch. Sooner or later, you're going to go off the road. Sooner or later, something good is not going to happen. You're going to miss some wonderful things in life because you're busy looking in the rearview mirror. You can't even see the beauty before you. You can't even see the horizon of Mahaya before you. You can't even see it. You can't even see the good that's coming your way because we're busy looking in the rear view mirror. Rear view mirror. Life is passing us by. And we're looking in the rear view mirror, and then you see the tail lights or the back end of the vehicle that just passed you. But sooner or later, there's something coming and you're going to cause a collision. Encouraging you. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care how you feel. And I don't care what you have been told. I don't care what has been spoken over your life, what has been released over your life, what has been spoken in your ear, whispered in your ear, written down on a piece of paper and slid over to you. Honey, Control, Alt, Delete, please. Control, Alt, Delete. Let it go. Let them go. It doesn't make sense. It does not help you. It prohibits you. It impedes you. It keeps you from conquering. It keeps you from breaking free, breaking out, and coming out and stepping up. This is Pastor LaSandra Brooks, aka your girl Lala, your reconstruction strategist, your cheerleader, your encourager, your builder. On today, I'm on site and I'm ready to help you build. I am prepared to help you build. I am here to do whatever I can do to improve you, your life, to make you a better person, to make you who God has called you to be, to help sculpt you into what He's created you to be, lead you, guide you, direct you, mentor you, just whatever you need. A friend, I'm that too. Come on. I love you guys. I gotta go. Wednesday, it has been a busy couple weeks. I am simply burning the wick. Burning the wick, but I wasn't going to come on this morning. I was like, yep, I'm going to get on it if I don't say number 2 words, and that's to encourage you. So I want you to come out of whatever is trying to hold you. Recognize it, release it, rise above it so we can get to building. Love you guys.